So our portion this week is Korach. It's a very famous portion. It's one of the great rebellions that have really worried our rabbis. Why did this great man, a great leader, Korach, rebel against Moses? He shouldn't have. Of course, we've seen rebellions before. We had the rebellion with the golden calf. And even in the last Sedra, you'll remember with the spies, when the 10 spies came back and with the people groaned and moaned and said it was impossible, there was another type of rebellion. But this is the worst rebellion of all. And one cannot understand it, because not only was Moses the one who led the Jews from Egypt, but all the Israelites saw with their own eyes the many miracles that God arranged through him. They saw him wave his staff over the Red Sea, causing the waters to divide. Could there be any doubt in Korach and his followers, several hundred of his followers, could there be any doubt in their mind that this man was appointed by Hashem and the authenticity of his leadership? Well, Rashi quotes the Midrash. How could Korach, a wise and learned person, act so foolishly? Well, I mean, Moses had appointed another Levite. This is what some of the rabbis say. We don't read it in Torah, to be leader of the tribe. And Korach was envious of him. So, even if Korach was envious or jealous of him, how can envy deprive a person, you or me or anyone, of such logical thinking that you can see before your own eyes that this man is a leader? But indeed, that is exactly what envy does. And that's why the commandment says, thou shalt not covet. That means you can't even be envy. It's not wishing for someone else's position. It's being envious that they have a better position from you. And it really defies logic. It does. But we've all experienced that feeling. I have. Jealousy, passion, envy. By the way, not as regards any other woman or man, but definitely in terms of comparing myself to other leaders in our community and beyond. Envy takes us out of the natural order of things. Envy is a funny emotion. It takes away rational thinking. So Moses realized this, and he even postponed the challenge that Korach had said he was going to challenge him in front of all the people and in front of God, that he was not the right person to lead, that he'd actually done a lot of things incorrectly. The Korach episode conveys a most important teaching. We are all vulnerable to envy. And it's an easy emotion, if you're true with yourself, to know you're feeling envious. Advice: don't do anything for a while. Envy can suspend all rational thinking and do things that we regret. So if you feel envious, and I'm concluding on this, ventilate your feelings to a friend. Phone me up. I hope I'm your friend. Or write them down. Don't do anything about it. The words you want to say to people, or the challenge you want to give them about their position or anything, just keep quiet and see what happens, because it's futile and destructive. Before you do anything foolish that may be a reaction to envy or jealousy, please think about it. Phone me, phone a friend, because I've been there, my friends. And fortunately, I've kept quiet, or I've discussed it with someone I trusted, but I kept quiet. I didn't let the other person know, and I didn't let anyone know. You'll avoid some serious mistakes. So with that, with just 2% of my battery left, thank you, Marion and Jacob, for accommodating me on this. It doesn't look like our load shedding is going to end, which it should. So Shabbat Shalom. And remember, as Marianne said, we start tomorrow at 10:30. And Baruch Hashem, we'll be just discussing many more deep and understanding of this terrible rebellion by which Korach and all the few hundred of his followers and tribes died and lost their lives. But thank God we are here. We'll listen to Hashem's words. Shabbat Shalom, and may you be blessed.